Welcome to Late Nights TV. This is the unnamed podcast about the sun going down. And, you know, I said it was called As the Sun Goes Down, but I feel like this too close. I feel like it's too close to that Kenny Chesney song. But I do like that song, but because every time I say the title of my own podcast, I'm singing it in that rhythm or saying it as the sun goes down. So I mean, I don't want to have some different association. And our title's important. I don't know. I don't know. But let me tell you, the I feel like the sun. Well, the sun's orange. I mean, I guess you could say it's yellow. And I can't, I can't just go look at it. It's just not that easy. I don't have special fucking NASA glasses. I don't know if they still make this, but they have this thing called like I don't know, some kind of HD vision, like you put on these shades and everything's in HD. Well, they're like $20. They're like $20, and you know, they don't have them. Here's the funny thing about those: they're packaged. They're packaged up because it's just a fucking scam. I mean, it's literally. Well, I mean, hey, they're not bad sunglasses. They're reasonably priced, I guess you could say. Because honestly, this is yeah, I'll probably have bugs on. It's part of the game. Well, yeah. Uh, Sunglasses are fucking way too expensive. First of all, the most I've ever spent on sunglasses were these, and they're $30. And that's a lot to spend on sunglasses. I think. I'd say when I think of sunglasses, I'm like, alright, maybe like $12. That is a B. Well, this is why why we're out here to feel peace and see stuff like that. But it's kind of just like a metaphor for how the world is. Because no matter where I go, there would still be distractions, and it's kind of just like, hey, you just gotta roll with it. So it's just like I feel way more free and peaceful out here, at least. And I think today's setup is much better. I felt way, way too out in the open yesterday, but I mean, I had the table right in the middle of it, so it is what it is. You know, I I always hear these little shit beaters all around town. I understand it. Just don't try to act like you have a cool car until you buy or earn the money to get a cool car. Okay? I mean, fuck. Wait until you can afford some like real sports car, basically. But I mean, yeah, it's just like that that kind of defines like how a lot of the people around here, it's a lot of Marysville should it's called working on my car, not working on myself. And cosmetically only. But I actually did just pay my sidekick, but you know, I just spray paint, and I am. It's like $15. I would never. I would really never dump any. I love the sidekick, but I'm not gonna fucking. I mean, I've had chances where I could have blown money on it and just to like show out. But it's like, look, I can't afford to. I can't afford to do that right now. And while I have no intention, I plan to keep that thing until I can. Plan to always keep that thing, and and yeah, and then when I can really afford to actually do something to it, then actually make it a vehicle. But I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much like not having the windows, but I don't think it can ever be street legal without the windows. You know that Journey Wheel in the Sky song? Well, I think he's talking about like, well, yeah, he's talking about the sun and the moon are like a wheel in the sky, and it keeps turning. And I mean, he says it word for word. But yeah, uh, yeah, I'm trying to take kind of, well, yeah, I'd say I'm trying to take a politics like, break. Even though what I mean by that is not like following politics, even really. I'm more talking about just like the news. Because it's getting harder and harder to even finish the whole news. Like, it's just like, geez. I mean, see, I consider, especially in the summer, 6:30 nightly news. That's like that caps off. That caps off the day. Like once it's 6:30, I like to think like, all right, it's time to watch some of the news and then fucking do whatever. That's usually the idea. But I like that little marker of like, hey, this is when everything's like after that. Usually, I can't always like chill out. I like to try. And yeah, you know, you go on there, and then you know Lester, he's gonna talk about. I mean, look, I know the news is not. I know the news is not ever supposed to be peachy. It's just like, damn, like it feels like everything's like finally, you know, the world's being normal again, and people are like, it's gonna be the best summer ever. Like, I don't know about that. It's just gonna be like every other summer, except for last summer. So, because I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, or it is, except people maybe might realize, like, shit, you know, I do want to get out. But yeah, I mean, I definitely, I definitely don't feel any urge to like. I mean, maybe strip clubs, just because. I mean, any place like that, like tits are out. Like, I mean, but it's just like very expensive, and and yeah, I mean, definitely not into the club or like bar scene, and a big part of that is not drinking. I never, that all that stuff's behind. Uh, yeah, it's just like the government. They want you to listen to country music, y'all. Country music. Just like every other genre, there's good country. Am I wrong in saying that there hasn't been like a popular there hasn't been like a popular rock song in a long time? Isn't that weird? I mean, I can't think of one. The last time I remember a rock song being big was like fucking like Chris Dodge, and he's so selfless. He's like, guys, let's drop the Chris. But he is no. I mean, I don't think he's around anymore, right? Or his band, the Daughtry. But they did have like some okay songs and stuff, but they really. How come no one calls him out for being like? They were like talking shit to Nickelback. You know, before I forget, that made me think of something. I had a teacher in third grade named uh, wait, Miss Nicole, Miss Nickel, and it took me. How old are you in third grade? 9, something like that. Maybe 10 or something. But it took me like 15 years to figure out that her name was Miss Nickel, not Miss Nicole. Which I don't, I don't know. I don't know why I never figured it out until then. But I swear I remember thinking the whole time her name is Miss Nicole. And that's the funny thing about in school, and till today, I feel weird saying people's names unless I'm like 1,000% sure that's their name. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why. I feel, and like that goes to school. Like, I felt weird saying a teacher's name. I don't know why. I'd go like that, but yeah, Nickelback. He's got a nickel on his fucking back. Chad Kroger. Uh, I, with a different spelling. He did not found Kroger, despite how it may seem. Uh, you just don't hear many people. Oh, I could be doing this again. Is his name Chad Kruger? Isn't that ironic? Maybe I just don't know how to remember names. I don't know. I'm definitely a faces remember. Not good with names. Here's the funny thing about it. This is why I hate it so much. Because when someone says my name directly, like, in like a certain context, but I like that, so I would like to remember people's names more, because, yeah, it feels like almost disrespectful. But yeah, I mean, I think I have like a lot of memory, like, issues, it feels like, and I don't know. I probably need to take some fucking vitamins. Here's the thing about vitamins. Okay. So, a bottle of like vitamins of like whatever like yeah, like they have literally like vitamin C, oranges, and like, you know what's funny about that? Those are $12 or something for that bottle. And guess what? A 2 pound bag of oranges is like 250 or something. And I like I figured out that they're not just like small, like they're actually called something. They're Mandarin, okay? Mandarin oranges, and uh, they're tiny. And you know, I think the look, honestly get the ones that are made for kids because they're easy peel, and because I hate the white, part on the orange, and it can be so hard to get off. But here's the thing about those little mandarins, and that was not racially. I'm not talking about a person. Uh, talking about the little tiny little oranges. And here's the thing: when you break it up, it comes right off. It's easy, and it's gone. And it's no like if you get a good, you can just like almost rip the whole thing, and with very little white part on it, because the white really, it's not. It really takes the taste away. So yeah, the little ones, and they look almost literally like the vitamin, but they're real, and it's little. So I mean, you can't tell me that the real deal ain't better than some fucking like science fucking lab or something like. I mean, shit. Look what happened in Wuhan, and they are steady denying it. Wuhan, look, we don't like fuck. I don't. I really fucking hate liars. You know, that's like probably, uh, yeah, that's probably one of the worst things you could be, a thief and a liar. Cause who wants to be around a fucking thief, and who wants to be around a fucking liar? So China, stop lying. Look, if you just say it, like, look, alright, we were doing some weird shit. We thought we had it. Even the Fauci guy, even he, I mean, he's as reserved as they can fucking come. He just says his, medical stuff. He stays in his lane, and he's even like, guys, he's like, guys, we do not, like, believe that. See, that's the thing about, not following the news as much. You'll find that it pretty much gives your mind more room to fucking. I think it's just other stuff. Because really think about it. I mean, let's just say you never even like knew who the president was for the past like 20 years. Like, let's just say you just like, I don't know how you would possibly do that, but just say you had no idea what's happening. Now, I mean, that might not be healthy. Really not know anything, but I mean, imagine all the different like things your mind would think about than fucking. Because think about this: has it ever been any different? Yeah, that was my point. If if I don't know, I don't know if you can hear that, but I really lose my train of thought. Yeah, if you never knew, oh, there's a nice. Well, yeah, if you never knew, uh, I mean, was anything ever really any fucking different? Like in life, not the bullshit that's online today, uh, and 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 yeah, I mean, would you really even notice? Sure, gas goes up a little sometimes. It's summer. Before I could drive, I remember it being $5 a gallon, and that was probably a while ago. But I mean, it's still under $3 right now. I mean, you can't bitch about. Uh, I really don't feel like bitching about gas until it's over $3. Then I start to feel the pressure, like wow. But I mean, uh, on San Andreas, it takes place in '92, and there's that guy that walks his dog with the truck, and I really honestly think he should just get out the truck and walk. Just I don't because like look honestly like it'd be good for him. I don't. I'm just saying, and that's from a place of like, hey, he seems like a good dude. He cares. He seems to care. To be honest, he seems to care more about his dog than himself, which is how it goes. You love that. Yeah, San Andreas takes place in 1992, and if you look on a gas station uh, thing there, it says it's like $1.93 or something like that. So since I was driving, I've never seen that until a couple years ago when gas literally went under $2, which that's like unbelievable. Yeah, I remember. I forget exactly when that was, but I remember a period where it was gas was like playing like how low can you fucking go? Yeah, it was like three or I just remember being like 280, then it's like oh 230, oh 220, oh shit, it's down to 210, oh $1.99. They crept in that in, and then once they hit $1.99, it was fucking on. They're like, all right. Uh, I went to the library. I don't know. That's like a really the library. I don't know what. Guys, you can tell I have a lot of issues. But I went to the library and I got the 25 George Michael. Like I try to do that, in the summer because it's such a summer vibe. Like it's incredible. Feels good, and it's such summer music. And and yeah, shout out to the fucking library for being open. And I'll be honest, I'm pretty much the guy that just goes straight to the downstairs and I get to the movies and CDs. The movies, you can't. I don't know how. The movies, you can't. Well, that's the best part because. I mean, you can literally find like almost everything. And even if you can't find it, it's somewhere around fucking Columbus Public Library. I mean, they can transfer them. So even if you're in a different city, if it's in their system, they got everything. And I think that all circles to like my joy of like the hunting and finding. Not hunting. I don't mean like literally hunting. What I mean by that is like what do you call it? Exploring basically. Exploring. I feel like I would have been an explorer if it was back then. But yeah, searching and finding. What's it called? There's like a thing about it, right? Searching. Treasure hunt, like something like that, I guess. But yeah, that's what it feels like when like an album comes out and you be able to go get it, and like instead of like, oh shit, it's out, time to fucking re-up my Apple subscription. Like, I mean, yeah, you could buy it on iTunes, and that's what I would do with my favorite artists. I'd buy on iTunes and get the CD because I wanted to really support, the ones I liked and add to the numbers. You know what's funny? This morning, I started the Sidekick, which is in the garage, because, we're getting real lucky here today, guys. Because it was literally not supposed to be, like, so nice and beautiful. But the sun's, like, clear as day, set. And I get that you're not watching the sun go down, I am. So I kind of want to fix that, but the thing is, I can't point it that way really, because, I mean, there's, like, people's houses and stuff. It's just, like, I'm not trying to film anybody's house. I don't want to upset anybody. But, yeah, shout out to the library. Because it was real hot. I grabbed I was doing deliveries, I went and grabbed the Gatorade, and I got the fucking orange, which I never got even though I like the color, just because, like, oh shit, he's out. Guys, oh boy. Well, this is some Oasis fucking, that kind of bothers me, but, you just gotta be like, you gotta roll with it, so, welcome. Obviously I love him, but it's just like, damn, like, he's gonna knock, and he's a bigger dog. Dexter doesn't do, like, that. He's very, I gotta, like, watch now, basically. Dexter just chills with me. And then it's not really not Shadow's fault, it's kind of just his instinct to go off. I mean, he's very mobile. But now, okay, he's sitting. I just don't want to have to worry about that, because honestly, last night, he was out here. And I was trying to test out some, like, thing over there, and he ran off. And literally, the thing about it though is, he usually sticks with us just because, I mean, him and Dexter, for sure. So he usually sticks around. Uh, but yeah, literally as we're walking up, he just fucking, like literally walking, like looking, he's right there walking, and then I get to the patio and he's fucking gone. I was like, I just kept saying, you motherfucker, because I just cannot believe it. He's quick, but yeah. But yeah, shout out to the treasure hunt library stuff. Shout out to, uh, shout out to. Well, still, if you don't mind, and then if you can't find it, then you can always, I always say go YouTube Rents, because it literally has everything, and it's usually pretty like afford. Like it's not. I mean, it's a 24-hour rental, and you don't have to go fucking. And they have everything. And it's right on YouTube. But, uh, but yeah, one time, I rented something on YouTube. Like I paid for it already, and I'm sitting there trying to watch it, and like, it's all pixelated and shit. I'm like, alright, there's no way I can watch this fucking movie like this. Which is, I know, is not their fault. It's where we are. But it, we have now. It is better. So I really didn't expect it. You gotta roll with it. You gotta take the time. Yeah, I probably would have worn sunglasses anyway, but I have to, because I'm literally right in the sun. But it's not. It's to the point where you can. I mean, it's still probably dangerous to look at, but it feels like you can just look at it, and it won't hurt you, but it will probably. Hey, Shadow. Stay close. Go over here. Shadow. Shadow, go over here. What's up? Shadow, go over here. Go over here. Shadow, go over here. Shadow. See, it's like, I love him. It's just not the fucking time. I love everybody. Hold on. See, Dexter gets it. He's just chilling. But yeah, I think it would still hurt your eyes if you stay. Okay. But so I'm not trying to be that guy, but I feel like I have some like inner Diddy sense, because so Who Dat came out. Here's a couple examples. Like, I probably think of more, but this is one of them. Okay, Who Dat came out, his Vivo 2009, and I'll admit I never heard of Cole before. Uh, his mixtape stuff. I'm not like on the fucking dad pit fucking download mixtapes. You know, when you get a record deal, that's when I'll fucking hear it usually. But Who Dat came out, and I was like, yes, and bam, 6 #1 albums, right? Wiz Khalifa. I remember in school, I do not like Wiz Khalifa. I do not like Wiz Khalifa at fucking all nowadays. But in high school, I had several of his these random songs on there before he was super big, and I knew he was gonna get big. Okay, that's another one. Cudi, which I kind of felt. I still love Cudi, but I'm a little bit out of the Cudi phase. I mean, I just learned. Look, nobody gives a fuck. Look, nobody gives a fuck if you're sad. Really, you just gotta find the motivation. Because all that whining, I mean, I'm not, I know Cudi fans are gonna, because I am a Cudi fan, a lifelong Cudi fan. Well, you know, it feels like it, but like, but yeah, I mean, I don't like all that fucking, I don't like all that depression shit. It doesn't help. It does not help. If anything, it makes it worse. And I don't think I realized that until, I don't think I realized that until Man on the Moon 3 came out 10 years later. Uh, and at that time, I had been pretty much figuring that out and listening to really just like awesome, like fun, like positive, motivational music. And then Man on the Moon 3 came out. I was like, you know what? This ain't for me. It's too late, Cudi. Like, I'm not in this mental state no more. Like, or at least I'm running from it. And I'll run till I can't fucking run no more. Because I'm not gonna be doing that. Like, maybe, you know, privately, you have your moments, but you gotta roll with it. And yeah, I mean, but yeah, Cudi, it was, uh, you know, Day and Night came out, and then I liked that, and then I checked out his mixtape stuff, and then I was highly anticipating his album, Man on the Moon, and yeah, I mean, that's like the anthem of fucking high school. So, Man on the Moon 1 and 2, I don't, uh, I can't say I can't say I would really turn on one of those songs anymore. Real. I don't know if it's just because you know, sometimes when you ruin a song from the time it was at, because that's what makes you feel. Like, I think that's it. So yeah, I haven't listened to one of those in a long time. It puts me right back in the state of mind, just like, I don't want to be like that. I'm not that, and nobody cares. And you be like that, and people just stomp you the fuck out. Like, I was that guy forever. It's just like my whole life. So I just, yeah. I mean, keeping that like fearless, like inspirational stuff going, it really, really is way better. Like I think the happiest music, or like just good times music, for sure is like Michael and George Michael. And when obviously I don't need to fucking say which Michael Jackson, the king of, people say pop, pop, the king of soda. But no, he's the king of music. I mean, how can you deny that he's the greatest artist of all time? And also, what the fuck is okay? Is this some equality shit that Jay-Z gets into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or like there's somebody else that didn't make sense? And I know there's a lot more that I just can't. But I remember hearing this all the time, like, oh, this fucking not rock and roll, or like vice versa, gets into the. Why mix it up? Okay, it's a genre. Okay, it's not fucking racist or something to like not have Jay-Z in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's a rapper. Okay, so I mean, I wish I could think of more to like prove my point more, but that's the one that I heard recently, and I was just like, what the fuck. Now I know Jay-Z did some fucking like, I don't know, some like fucking mixed rock thing. Remember when fucking Lil Wayne had his fucking rebirth? Yeah. See, the thing about that album is there's, when you verse uh, that versus Wizard. See, that's an album I still listen to. Cudi and Dot, the Genius. Cause yeah, that's like, it's got my favorite type of clouds on there. It's like the album art inside. It's like a whole book. I love the book album things, like the ones that fold open, but also they get they get fucked up over time. Like, they really get fucked up. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is in that booklet type thing. Channel Orange is in the booklet type thing, and it's fucking. I mean, that thing is like a summer album too, and you know, yeah, that album's seen some fucking good times. That album. What else? Indica. That one's like that. I don't know. I like it, but could you get the little booklet? The whole thing is art, and then you get the music. I remember when My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was pixelated on the cover. They had to pixelate it because it has art tits. They're art tits. Isn't Michelangelo's dick hanging out? Like, it's fucking art. Like, you can, like, and it's an album cover. And there's other albums that have like. I mean, how can you deny that it's art? Like, look at that shit. Like, artists of the. What did they call it? They said. I don't know. I forget the word they used, but they basically saying like, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is. His masterpiece, like Kanye's masterpiece. You know what I might start doing though is like I might, well, I don't know. I might try to film as it goes down separately, but zoom it to where you can't see anything else but the tree line and the sky and the thing. Because you know what's funny? Now, I don't blame this guy. There's probably some technical construction reason that he had to do this. Alright, so this guy over here, he literally pointed his house diagonally, pointing right at our fucking house. And I just felt like, what the fuck? Why would you point it? Point it that way. That's what I don't get. Literally, like, that guy has his house pointed that way. And the other, this guy, you know, he's so rich, he built a fucking hill and a giant house and a barn and all this stuff. Like, a pond, which, I mean, we have a little hill, but it's really nice. And, like, but yeah, they don't care. They built their house, like, turn it that way, and they fucking built a pole barn, and, you know, it's, it doesn't feel like they're fucking staring at us. But that house over there, it constantly feels like it's like a house being like, it's just like, what the fuck, like, I don't see why they couldn't point it the other way, but, you know, that's another roll with it fucking mentality. Fuck, you gotta roll. Hey, and the spirit of fucking American spirit of Alan Jackson's song, Everything I Love Is Killing Me. Look, I'm fucking 27, alright? And I done told God, like, look, man, or look, I said, look, I'm sorry. No, but I told him, like, look, if I can't, I don't know if this is how it works, but I'm just trying it. But I said, hey, look, I will start eating health, like real health, like only eat real food. I've been doing good. Now, I fucking love. That's the thing about it. I fucking love fucking junk food. And you know, it's like a treat thing. It's just like everything else that I enjoy in life. It's gotta be a treat. But cigarettes, I can't make a treat. Cigarettes are just like, I mean, pretty much part of the day. And yeah, the reason I bring that up is because he says like part of your whole life. I mean, it is pretty crazy, but he's like cigarettes, candy, and caffeine. Like, look, I mean, Twizzlers. I was sitting there eating fucking a whole bag of gummy bears and fucking some like 300 milligram fucking caffeine, drinking, smoking a cig. I'm like, we're not all at the same time, but eat then smoke. That's I always got some either food or fucking cigarettes. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing about when I'm chilling up there. I'm either eating, I'm either like if I'm doing something like, like if I'm watching something or something, I'm either eating or smoking a cig. Like I can't, I don't know what it is, and I think that's where everybody's unhappy. That's what Pete Holmes says, something like that. Unhappiness is like not being able to just sit quietly, and that's very true. Because that means you're not taking care of your mental thoughts. I really hope you can see the bees. See the bees. And by the way, while there is a ton of birds around here, no bird has lived in my house yet. I'm pretty fucking offended. And I think there might be a bunch of dead stuff in there. So that could possibly be a reason. But I mean, like I don't mean like birds. It could be dead eggs, but I don't think mother birds do. Well, yeah, I think it's just hay and fucking feathers. But my dumbass, when I built this in fucking 5th grade or something, did not create a way to like open it back up, clean it out. So yeah, I probably would have to get like screws and unscrew it and clean it out because I don't. It's like a human. Like, would you move into an? Wow, I hope you can see that. He's just like a little collector. Little bumblebees. I'll admit, if a bumblebee like getting close to me or like landed on me and freak out, or you know that like feeling, that's what it would get. But from just watching them, they really are beautiful. Cause they're just doing their thing, and the only reason they're scared, the only reason they sting you is because they're scared. They're protecting their kind, and you know. The bugs might be raining down on me. Shout out to the best summertime song of all time, Will Smith, and it says it right there, summertime. Here it is, a groove slightly transformed, just a bit of a break from the norm. Something to break the monotony of all that hardcore dancing. It's gotten to be a little bit out of control. It's cool to dance, but what about a groove that's smooth and moves romance? Give me a soft settle mix, and if it ain't broke, then don't try to fix it. Think of the summers of the past, adjust the bass and let the alpine blast. Pop in my CD and let me run a rhyme. Put your cars on cruise and lay back, cause it's the summertime. It really is the best summertime song. You know, the first day in town that was like real hot, the sun out and stuff was like a couple days ago, and I played that Uptown Marysville, you know, no, no, Uptown Mary. Yeah, through there, I drop like some, you know, I could take freeways if I wanted to, but I choose to drive through the heart of Marysville and I blast music, and I don't know if that's first of all, it can't be that loud, and I only play fun stuff. You know, I play Good Morning through town in the morning, obviously, inspired by back in the day. I sound like a fucking like. I don't know why I think that way, guys. I feel like I don't know why I feel that way. But back then, uh, the, when Direct TV with they had all the like music stations up at the fucking 900s, and there was some station that every morning at 6 a.m. like getting ready for school, they played Good Morning by Kanye at 6 a.m. every single day for a while, and like, so yeah, that was like what made me think about that, and like, it really is like a great. I don't know. If you see the video too, like just Bear rushing through life, I mean that's all of us. And yeah, I try not to play. Like I'm not gonna go through town playing like fucking. I don't know. Just something fucked up like some. Uh, but yeah, I mean I only play fun stuff, so I don't see why they have a problem. And those restaurants, they play music and they have stuff outside, so I don't see why I can't do it. Guys, I I was gonna. I can name. Yeah, the title. Okay, so before I forget. Okay. So before I forget. Think about this. In the year 2000, the 80s were 20 years ago. And now the 80s are 40 years ago. And the 70s are 50 years ago. So that means that what like my dad would have felt like in 2000 about the 80s would be equivalent in time to what I would feel about the 2000s, right? So it just makes you feel like, oh shit. Gotta enjoy every day, I guess, you know? Hop up out the bed like I'm possessed by the sunshine. And the sun did not greet me this morning because it was seemingly, it was a humid but hot day. That's why I feel so lucky right now that we got a sunset. And I can take off. I can take off. Once you have sunglasses on for a while, you forget about the color. I just can't do it. I will even let. I mean, it is true my eyes have to adjust to it a lot, but because I take them on and off, but I'm always squinting. And in the summer, I'll be like, and I don't like the. I don't think that's a good delight, just staring at people like that. And I think I'm like, don't I look like, what if I looked at you like that, like just walking past? So yeah, I just prefer. I think I'll let them adjust, but yeah. I went to Wendy's and got one of their frosty chino things, and they were really, I don't know, they weren't that busy really, but like they were acting like they were so fucking stressed, and I didn't get that, but they have 2 window system, which I promise you I did not do this intentionally. I have seen people, like this tactic of like to give a free thing, but I wouldn't do that. I'd be too nervous. Like that's gonna be a shirt. Too nervous to be a criminal. Not that it's like really a criminal, but I mean it's still stealing. But yeah, so shit. The dogs are kind of off track. Shadow. But yeah, I do want to finish this story, and then I better make sure Shadow. But I ordered that. They were acting all stressed out. I went to the first window, waited. Some lady comes around and grabs something like real quick and grabs it out. I was like, what the fuck? So I waited there a second. And then I just waited there for a second. I'm like, alright, they're not gonna come. So I pull up to the second window, and then she just opened it. She's like, here, have a good day. And I mean, come on, would you say anything? It's just, I mean, if I ordered like $20 worth of food, sure, but I got some fucking like $2 coffee. I mean. But, you know, I consider that just, I took that as just like, well, thanks. Like, just a win. Just a little thing. It's the little things like that that add up and make a day good. And that's what I like. So if you don't wake up and, get to it, then you will never figure out what could have happened, you know? So yeah, every day you just don't know what can happen. And that's what makes everything exciting. The mystery of life. Life is like a movie you haven't watched yet. You don't know what's gonna happen, but there's gonna be ups and downs, be hard times, good times. But that's life, and that's what makes it good and bad. Couldn't feel good if you didn't feel bad. So. But yeah. Well, this is the Late Night Ops here. Late Night Ops TV, Aaron Jacobs. And this is the unnamed podcast about the Orange Sun. The unnamed podcast. I don't know what it's gonna be. Well, there he is. I guess that's the word. Shut up! Shut up! You gotta use the deep tone, baritone. Baritone. You gotta be like that fucking like other guy on the deep voice guy on Boyz II Men. Shut up! Shut up! See, I'm not a fucking babysitter. I'm just talking shit. I mean, I love Shadow. Dexter's mine, though. So he's just exploring. I'm not being. I love you. I just don't want to. I just don't want you to get fucking lost. That's the thing about him. He's not gonna get lost. He knows where to come. He's very quick and smart, but it's just people around. I mean, if they see Shadow, they're probably gonna think like, but he's very nice, but he doesn't even have his fucking collar on, so he's literally just a fucking, I mean, he's gonna get picked up, so, and I will, I don't know. I don't want to take, that's the thing about life and taking on responsibilities that you don't feel like you should have to take on. And it adds extra stress to yourself, but it's also maybe the right thing, but you don't need to stretch yourself out, especially things you can't control. Which every day you gotta remind yourself that, because I mean we're all human. So. But yeah. Well, let's take a little listen. Do you feel that? Take a beat. Alright, well, this is the Late Night Ops. Thank you for watching. This is the unnamed podcast that will eventually be named, including something about oranges or sun or it going down or sundown or something. So that's the title for now. Thank you for watching, and the Ops don't stop. The Ops is gonna try to get a bird in this motherfucker. And this is the Ops files cabinet, empty right now. Can't really keep anything important in there because it doesn't have a key, which I don't know if there's any key could work. Or maybe you stick a fucking knife in there or something. Just twist it. But then anybody could have a key because anybody could have a knife. Which is scary. But yeah, I mean, put some kind of Ops stuff in here. And yeah, I feel like we're growing Maybe I'll grow. My dumbass put a fucking plant under, hanging up on a tree, and of course it died because it's in the shade 100% of the time. So, but, alright, well, this is the late night enough. Thank you for watching. Have a kick-ass fucking week. It's a fucking Monday. And that one song where he says he doesn't have to be him till Monday, that song, it's actually kind of depressing. But yeah. Alright, well, this is the late night. Thank you for watching.